Hey everyone, this is Mike and welcome to Ninja in 4 minutes. Let's start off by looking at our combos. The Aeolian Edge combo simply does damage and the third hit deals more damage when executed from the back. The Armor Crush combo, we start with the same two skills, but our third hit will deal bonus damage from the flank and also extend our Huton buff by 30 seconds. We get this buff through ninjutsus, but we'll talk about that in just a second. And then we have our simple 1-2 AoE combo, which the second hit will also extend Huton by 10 seconds. To make a ninjutsu, we need to combine mudras together. We have Tenshi and Jin, which are our 3 buttons, and then we have the ninjutsu button to execute our ninjutsu itself. Our base ninjutsus are as follows. Fuma Shuriken deals single target damage. Raiton also deals single target damage, but a little bit more than Shuriken, and this is your go-to single target ninjutsu. Katon deals AoE damage. Hyoton will bind an enemy and deal damage, but we don't really use this in PvE. Huton will grant you an attack speed buff that lasts for 70 seconds and then of course can be extended by using our GCD's Armor Crush and our AoE combo. Doton will place a damage over time field on the floor, and Suiton will grant you the Suiton buff. What we can do with this buff we'll talk about later. There are 2 more ninjutsus that we can only access while under the effect of Kasatsu. This is an off-global cooldown that grants us a free Mudra charge while also increasing the damage of our next ninjutsu. While under the effect of the Kasatsu buff, we can execute Goka Mekyaku, which is an AoE attack, and Hyosho Ranryu, which is a single target attack. Hyde is an ability that we can use while outside of combat that will make you go stealth and also reset all of your Mudra charges. So you can use this to apply the Huton buff to yourself before you start the fight, Hyde to reset your charges, and then you start the fight with the buff active while also having full charges at the ready. You have one more ability that interacts with our ninjutsus, which is Tenshi Jin. This grants you a free Mudra charge again and allows you to execute 3 ninjutsus back to back. We also have the Ninki gauge. This gauge will simply fill by using global cooldowns and certain other abilities. We have 3 Ninki spenders, each costing 50 gauge. Bava Kakra is a single target attack, Hellfrog Medium is an AoE attack, and Bunshin will summon a shadow clone that attacks enemies each time you use a GCD. Bunshin is also the only Ninki ability that has a cooldown attached to it. The clone of Bunshin doesn't just copy your attack's potency, but will deal a fixed amount of damage depending on if the skill that you used is a single target, AoE, or a ranged attack. The clone will also generate 5 Ninki per attack for you. Mug is an off-global cooldown that will generate 40 Ninki upon use and also deals some damage. And Meisui will consume the Suiton buff to increase your Ninki gauge by 50. Again, you can get this Suiton buff by using the Suiton ninjutsu. Shadeshift will grant you a 20% HP shield. Shadowfang is a global cooldown on its own separate cooldown that applies a damage over time effect. Kuchi is your movement ability. This doesn't do any damage, but you can use it to move to just about anywhere on the field up to a certain range. Also has 2 charges. Dream Within a Dream will deal damage for you and also allows you to use Assassinate. Again, this deals damage, they kind of combo into each other. And last but not least, we have Trick Attack. This is your raid buff and can only be executed while under the effect of Suiton. Again, use the Suiton ninjutsu to get this buff. The attack itself deals bonus damage when attacking from the back, and it will apply a 5% damage up buff on the target. Because of how Ninja's cooldowns line up, you will be able to use all of your big hitting attacks during this trick attack window, so you're going to be pressing a lot of buttons during these 15 seconds. And now let's round it off with our role actions. Second Wind is a personal heal, Leg Sweep is a stun, Bloodbath recovers HP for a part of your damage dealt, Feint reduces the target's physical damage output, Arm's Length negates most knockbacks, and True North nullifies positional requirements for 10 seconds. And that does it for Ninja in 4 minutes, so I want to thank you for watching, I want to thank my Patreons for their support, and I'll see you in the next one.